The second message coming through with the Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups, it's really important that if you start to feel nostalgic about certain people, about certain places, about certain memories, that it is okay for you to dwell on these memories. It is okay for you to look back on the memories with fondness, but it needs to be reinforced with, and this is why I left, and this is why it's so good that this is in my past. Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Dans and I'm your hype angel, here to give you intuitive messages from your guides, your ancestors, anyone who might be looking over you, and just gas you all the way up to your highest self. This is a space for people with hearts of gold and boundaries of steel. So whether that's exactly where you're at or where you're aiming to be, I welcome you to this space wherever you are on your journey. So let's get into it. I've been feeling a really positive energy. Just kind of collectively, and I love that for us. I really, really do. If you are feeling that too, I'm so happy for you. You deserve it. You deserve all the light that's coming to you. But just in this reading, I really do feel like a shift is coming, a turn is coming, a lot of validation for all your hard work, a lot of validation for all the hard choices that you've had to make. Let's get into the cards. We have the Everything is Fine, we have the Hierophant, and we have the Temperance. Amazing cleansing energy of taking every lesson that you have learned along the way and transforming it into the foundation of your future. You are becoming the authority in your life. You are becoming a mentor to other people. You're becoming a source of inspiration to other people. You are, like, I almost feel like the way that you walk is changing. The way that you are, your stride is changing. I almost feel like you've got a bit more of a strut. You've got more affirmation in your world. You have more groundedness. You have a bit more of a center as well in the way that you are navigating things in your world. I think it is just such a beautiful energy. As we start to tap into it, we'll see what specific advice we have to pull from each of these cards, from the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Temperance card. Universe, please, insight, information. What do we need to know about the Everything is Fine Ten of Swords card? What lessons do we need to bring forth? Are there any things that we need to be wary of at this time? Okay. We have the King of Cups. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so two really important messages coming here is to really take notice of who is nourishing your soul, who is good for you, and to not be afraid to reach out to people, because I feel like if you reach out to people at this time, you're going to be received really, really well. I see this particularly in collaborative and in social, platonic senses. If you feel like you want to reach out to someone, you feel like, oh, I don't know if they want to hang out with me. I don't know if they even like me, reach out to that person. This is someone who wants to embrace you wholeheartedly and will be a source of inspiration for you. It will almost be a bit of a spark to light a fire in you, and there is a wheel that will start turning once you start hanging out with certain people. This could be one person, it could be multiple people that you are starting to engage with. So reach out to people. You don't have to be in fear of whether or not people like you or don't like you. Like, these people want to see you. These people want to be around you. The second message coming through with the Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups, it's really important that if you start to feel nostalgic about certain people, about certain places, about certain memories, that it is okay for you to dwell on these memories. It is okay for you to look back on the memories with fondness, but it needs to be reinforced with, and this is why I left, and this is why it's so good that this is in my past. Really affirm to yourself that these things are in your past, because I do feel like there were certain situations that you had to walk away from, and you are in a place where you can not only acknowledge the bad things in that place, but acknowledge that there was so much good within that place, but don't get yourself caught into a trap of thinking that that's somewhere that you should go back to, that maybe you might feel inclined to not only reach out to people that are good for you, but maybe you might feel like you want to reach out to people that are not so good to you. Start to realize the difference between the two. And the difference between the two is that you might have fear of not being accepted by this King of Cups, by this person that really does want to embrace you and be a good impact on your life. There does tend to be this like negative source that comes from these people in your past, almost like memories of them teasing you, putting you down. Remember why you walked away from this situation. People aren't all good and all bad. And these people that you walked away from, that may not necessarily be bad people, but right now, anyone that from your past that has been negative towards you, because I'm getting from this King of Cups that these are really, really positive influences, and that's why you want to hang out with them so much, and that's why you want to connect with them. But these people from the past that maybe you are missing, that were negative towards you, it's actually not on them. It's not on you to reconnect to them. There may be a reconnection that you have, but that's on them. Know that that is on them to reach out to you. And from then you can move on, but like, from then you can decide if you want to further a connection there, but you moved away from that situation for a reason. Okay, so that is the 10 of Swords energy. Let's move on to this Hierophant energy. Let's move on to this boss energy that you've got yourself inhabiting over here. Universe, please inside information into this Hierophant energy. What do we need to know about this energy, and what can we... So I'm just getting a message straight through. What do we need to know? What can we find out? What can we take forward with us with these lessons? Okay, so with this Hierophant energy, I'm being really, really called to notice the keys at the feet. You have already been given the answers that you need for every problem that you have. And I feel that there's a particular problem in your mind. You're kind of like going over like, okay, I know what I want. I don't know how to get it. Yes, you do. Yes, you actually do. You do. You're just afraid it won't work. You're afraid that your answer and your pathway, that your ideas aren't going to work. So therefore you don't see it as the key. You don't see this as the thing that is going to launch you forward. But you already have the keys to your kingdom. They are at your feet. They are waiting for you to use it. Again, this is bringing me back to that King of Cups energy. Whoever it is that is, because you have all the answers and you know what you need to do. Sometimes you do need someone else just to spark inspiration in you, just to help motivate you, just to affirm your place in your journey. This is all tied together. You have everything that you need. Let's get some more cards on this. I know for the last couple of readings, there was a lot of fear that came up in terms of you making this big move, making this big shift, making this big jump forward in really kind of putting yourself out there, putting yourself forward. Page of Wands, Four of Swords, Knight of Cups. Okay. There has been so much introspection. There has been a lot of time of you ruminating. There has been a long time of you, yes, sitting with fear. But know that what you have to bring forward, even though you might feel like it's not anything new or not anything special, what you have to give to people is nourishing. What you have to give people is valuable. So are you the first person to ever come up with this thing? No. Are you potentially making something of which there is plenty? Like, I understand what that's like, okay? I'm a musician. There are plenty of musicians out there. There's so much music out there. But does that mean that what you have isn't valuable? No. What you have, what you create, and what you are is valuable, and it is nourishing, and it is important. You haven't done all of this introspective work just to stay up in your room. You haven't. That's not what you did that for. You did that so that you could put your best foot forward in achieving your dreams. And the reason why you were given this inspiration, this dream, this ambition is because what you have to give people is healing, is nourishing, is valuable, is going to be so important and so changing for so many people. That is why these ambitions have been given to you. That is why your creativity and your talent and your skills has been given to you. These have been gifted to you just as much as your determination has given you the ability to work towards them. You already know exactly what you need to do. You just don't think that that's the answer because you're afraid it's not going to work. It's going to work. It's going to work. Your plan ahead, your strategy, it's going to work. It's going to work. And I feel like maybe you might not be seeing other people work this strategy. Maybe you're not seeing other people do it in this way that you are planning on doing it. This is it. It's going to work. All right. Let's get into this Temperance card over here. Universe, please, insight, information. What do we need to know about this Temperance phase? What information do we need to know about how to navigate this process? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Tower, and we have the Three of Wands. You've really had to tear everything down to build it back up again. Oh, huge messages coming through with this. Okay, you really, really have had to tear everything down to build it back up again. Now you are going through this phase of rebuilding, recleansing. I even like detoxifying, and I think you're detoxifying your circles, you're detoxifying so many different aspects of your world. You've gotten to this point here where you know your worth, you know your standards, and while you are going through this very transformative phase, you need to be really steadfast in your boundaries. You need to be really, really protective. It's almost as if you have been in this cocoon and you are about to emerge, and you are merging out of this cocoon, going from this cocoon into a butterfly. You escaping out of that actual moment, you are so vulnerable. You breaking out of your cocoon is an extremely vulnerable moment. It's crucial at that moment to really set boundaries and protectiveness around your energy. You need to protect your energy. This is why we're coming back into intentionally moving towards really positive people and making sure we are not making efforts to reconnect with negative people. As I continue to say this, I almost feel as if for some of you in this collective, you might have some negative people in your circles that you might be feeling a little bit about. This is an affirmation I'm not saying cut them out. I'm not saying go no contact. I'm saying right now, while you're in this transformative stage, you need to keep a distance. You need to love from a distance for a little while. It might be a month. It might be 2 months. It might be 3 months. It might be just for right now, while you are at this really crucial transformative stage, you coming out of your cocoon, you stepping into this next evolution is integral. It is so important. It's important to keep your circle tight at this point. We'll see if any more cards want to come through about this message, any last words of wisdom, and then we'll get into the oracle cards. But the biggest thing I feel is such a massive shift and so much belief. There is so much belief in you, around you. There is so much belief in the people around you who believe in you, and there is so much support, so much divine support, so much real earthly support here for you. The final cards we have are the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. I really do see that for some of you, you will either be saving for a move overseas, or your work will be reaching people internationally. But the big push here right now is like, get to it. Get to your desk, start grinding it out. Start making your content, making your art, getting on top of your business, conceptualizing ideas, like whatever it is that you are working on or that you are wanting to push, it's time to just push. It's time to make and make again and make again. You'll start to grow this, and this is either going to result in you going overseas for work or your work traveling overseas. Like you are reaching overseas, which is incredible. I love that for you. Let's get into some oracle cards. Quick reminder, I should have said at the start of the video, we're doing a giveaway. We're doing a free reading giveaway, free personal reading giveaway. To enter into that, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel and comment good down below. The winners will be announced on the 15th of March. So yeah, make sure you enter that. For more information, the steps are in the description box. But yeah, that is coming up. So make sure you enter, because I love doing personal readings. I love them. I was a little afraid of doing them for a while, but I actually love them. And there will be 3 winners. So you have 3 chances to win a personal reading from me. Here we go with the oracle card. We have 35. You are so brave to keep on going the way you do. The Forbidden Forest, bravery, persistence, redemption. We have this imagery here of this girl moving into kind of the next stage, the next dimension, kind of like moving into the dark, but seeing all of the stars and going towards that. That's you needing to move into your next stage. This is you needing to move into your next evolution. It's going to feel uncomfortable. You're not going to know, like it's going to feel unfamiliar, but you are so supported. You are supported here within your friends, within your family, on the earthly plane, and you are divinely supported as well. Let's get a music oracle to tie this all up together. I know a short reading today, but short and potent, you know? Okay, we have Johnny Cash. Making the right enemies is as important as making the right friends. What did I say about moving towards the right people and moving away from the wrong people? Please, I'm going to say that again. Making the right enemies is as important as making the right friends. Know who is not for you. Know who is not good for you, and know who is right for you. The next message, heaven or hell, it's up to you. And the third is, darkness is your friend. Sometimes the unknown is the best thing for you. And what is darkness? It's the unknown. It's the unfamiliar. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. Please make sure that you enter the giveaway, because I'd love to give you a personal reading, and I'll see you in the next one.